Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network with a check of your Midwest sheep and goat market for the week ending March the 25th. The Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report's brought to you by Moline Seed and Fence. They're proud to sponsor the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Moline Seed and Fence is your local dealer for Riviera custom gates, goat and sheep pens, along with Mountain View sheep and goat equipment. You can check out all the products and all their fencing supplies coming up with spring specials at MolineSeedandFence.com. That's MolineSeedandFence.com. Well, for the week ending March the 25th, the market was steady with higher tones on the few select classes. Once again, those classes were the lightweight and midweight slaughter lambs and goats. Kelowna, Iowa broke through the ceiling, $500 a hundredweight. They broke through that mark again on the midweight slaughter goats this week. We saw it several sales last year across the country, and we saw it for several weeks, but we haven't been able to get back to it this year up until this week. And again, it's Kelowna. So far, one sale. We'll see if we can't get another week of it, though, before things start to go down to that seasonal slump. As we usually know, this is another ethnic-driven market. Ramadan starts next Sunday, April the 2nd, and as we've talked about in recent episodes, the current market run seems to be a very seasonal ethnic market run, given the fact we've seen coal stock market really holding steady now for about 2 weeks, not continuing to climb. I think this signals that we're coming closer to the end of the seasonal run. We've probably peaked out either this week or next week, and then we're going to start into that slow midsummer or spring into midsummer slump before we start coming back up late next fall, but still a very strong market. Impressive to see the fact that it's been rebounding, given some of the headwinds just from the broader economic picture we've seen here over the last couple weeks as well. Other news this week is that USDA released their latest cold storage report for February. General outlook for the report shows cold storage levels are quickly rebuilding across all proteins. Lamb and mutton currently held in U.S. commercial cold storage is at 28.6 million pounds. That's up 13% or about 3.3 million pounds from the prior month. It's also a 29% or 6.4 million pound increase from last year. Lamb saw the largest growth in both monthly and yearly stocks in commercial cold storage. Beef saw a 6% monthly and yearly drop, actually. Pork saw no increase month over month and a 9% increase year over year. Partially explaining the increase in cold storage stocks of lamb could be that lamb slaughter is up over 7% higher than a year ago. That's the largest increase in the year over year slaughter pace versus cattle, which is actually 2.6% back of a year ago, and hogs, which is up just 1.6% on the year. With Easter on the horizon, that may help, though, to chew up through some of these stocks over the next month. So when we come into the cold storage report that'll be released in April, but recording the March data, that's where we could maybe see a decline. Again, ethnic holidays: Passover, April 15th through the 23rd, Ramadan, April 2nd to May 1st, Roman Easter, April 17th, Greek Easter, April 24th. On the retail side of the market, USDA data shows last week the lamb and veal retail activity index sharply higher. Overall feature rate up nearly 5% and the special rate up 3.7%. Activity of lamb cuts were reported sharply higher as well. For the second consecutive week, no roast ads were reported, while chop ads were sharply higher. Lamb features offered the most ad space for shoulder blade chops and shoulder bone round chops. Now let's go to the highlighted quotes for the week. Kelowna, Iowa, sold 108 head of 45-pound slaughter goats for a $442 per hundredweight average, or about $190 a head. On the upper end of that draft, though, $500 a hundredweight, $5 a pound, $225 a head. Kelowna also sold 44 head of 115-pound weather goats for $292 a hundredweight, or $252 a head. Upper end of that draft on the weathers, bringing $340 a hundredweight, or $295 a head. Kelowna sold 202 head of 63-pound wool lambs for $272 a hundredweight, or $171 a head average. Upper end of the draft brought $290 a hundredweight, or $183 a head. Colby Livestock in Kansas sold 22 head of Dorper hair lambs weighing 63 pounds for $245 a hundredweight, or $154 a head. Colby also sold 59 head of white-faced wool lambs weighing 59 pounds for $225 a hundredweight, or $150 a head. Colby sold 24 head of 49-pound slaughter goats for $426 a hundredweight, or $208 a head. Sioux Falls Regional Livestock in South Dakota sold 443 head of 61-pound slaughter wool lambs for $245 a hundredweight, or $150 a head average. Upper end of the draft brought $260 a hundredweight, or $158 a head. Sioux Falls also sold 42 head of 55-pound slaughter goats, $445 a hundredweight, or $245 a head. Upper end of the draft sold for $460 a hundredweight, or $253 a head. Producers Livestock in Texas sold 374 head of 74-pound slaughter hair lambs for $272 a hundredweight, or a $201 a head average. Upper end of the draft bringing $284 a hundredweight, or $210 a head. Lamb slaughter on the week estimated 37,000 head through Saturday. That was an increase of 1,000 head from the prior week and a decrease of 1,000 head from last year. Year-to-date lamb slaughter, though, already at 410,000 head, 7.2%, or up 28,000 head from the previous year's lamb slaughter. Live lamb weights this week, 132 pounds, a drop of 1 pound from last week. Down 4 pounds from last year. Dressed lamb weights were at 67 pounds on the rail, a decrease of a pound from last week and last year. Here's the regional price report from all sales. On the wool lambs, 20 to 40 pounds, $200 to $325 a hundredweight, 40 to 70 pounds, $182 to $300 a hundredweight, 70 pounds and up, $135 to $260 a hundredweight. On the hair lambs, 20 to 40 pounds, $230 to $300 a hundredweight, 40 to 70 pound hair lambs, $220 to $300 a hundredweight, 70 pounds and up, $180 to $290 a hundredweight. Wool ewes, not enough sales for a comparison on stockers, but on the slaughter wool ewes, $45 to $115 a hundredweight. On the slaughter wool rams, $80 to $115 a hundredweight. Hair ewes, replacement quality, $75 to $250 a head. Slaughter ewes at $75 to $175 a head. Hair rams, $55 to $185 a hundredweight. On the kid goats, 20 to 40 pounds, $3 to $500 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounds, $275 to $500 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, $212 to $310 a hundredweight. On the withers, on the goat withers, 70 pounds and up, $190 to $300 a hundredweight. Slaughter does, medium to fleshy, $130 to $290 a head. Replacement quality does, $140 to $300 a head. And on the slaughter bucks, $175 to $300 a hundredweight. Not enough applicable trades on the breeding bucks. That is a look here to your Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to talking to you next week.